There comes a time in every man's life when he's just got to do another update video, another vlog video. Well, I want to do a quick one on this game engine that I introduced a few videos back and just let you guys kind of know where it's at and what it's looking like. So I've got a whole bunch of engine classes now. Can you even see these? Maybe I got to move it over. So I've got a whole bunch of engine classes that have begun to handle most of the windowing, the input system, and I've also introduced a new thing. I don't know if other people do this or not, but basically, what I have here is an engine class that when you instantiate it sort of ties everything together. It needs a keyboard, mouse, and scroll wheel setup so it can handle all your input. And it has a begin function, an update with delta time, a render function, and an update without delta time. And also, I have in here something else that I thought I'd give a try that seems like a pretty interesting way of doing things. So I want to be able to script this. I want someone else to be able to write their own object file or source file that turns into an object file and basically populate these functions. So what I've got here is a vector of functions. Now, there might be a better way of doing this, but this is what I'm trying for now. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this whole method that I'm setting up here. So basically, as a programmer, let's see, I'll just show it in one of these. I'll be able to make functions like so, auto, give it a name, give it a lambda or a function, and then you add it to that part of the engine, delta update, begin, whatever it may be. So once you call the main engine and go to the main loop, which is in the run, it basically just cycles through these. It does the begin once before going into the while loop, and does your update, your render, and your other update. And this final update includes whatever the keys are too that you set up. So another thing you have to do, and this is sort of weird, let me look at one of these here, is you have to put a function in that handles the keys. And well, the thing I'm worried about is once these start getting kind of full or becoming larger arrays, it might get slow. So we'll have to see what happens there. And I don't have the OpenGL context yet. It's all partially built, and I'm not really happy with it yet, so I don't want to show it off. But I will show you guys what it looks like right now when you just run it. So I hit the run button. It looks like it's compiling here. Let's make sure it had no build errors. Let's see, build. Yeah, we're good. Succeeded. Okay. So what you get here when you launch it is you get a window in the middle of your screen. And now it's still the same as the last video where basically you can do whatever you want. Let me get these so you can actually read it. Okay, so it launches. Now this is just running through a series of tests. So that's all this code is doing right now. It tries to load a model, seems to get all the info from it, so that's good. Tries to load a second model that's a little more random with a lot more vertices. Seems to do that okay. And then I try to open a bad file and it gives me the proper message. Then it gives me a hit space to continue. So I've got it in a loop right now where it's waiting for a space key basically. So hit stop, it goes to a pause state, which is this red screen, and it says hit enter to continue. Stops again, and now I'm going into another loop. So yeah, I programmed in those doing different stuff with Windows. So as I switch things, now this is the main loop. There's so many things to talk about, but I'm just going to get to the point here because I don't want to overdo it and make it even worse. If you guys want to see more, consider doing something to help out, like hitting the like button, or dare I say, go to my Patreon and help out there. I've got nothing there so far. If someone gave me a cent, I'd be ecstatic because that is an infinite times more than anybody has ever donated. 1 cent. So if you want to see more, I will spend more time on these and explain more. Okay, now we're going to the engine function test. I know. Basically, this just changes the screen to random colors. So that's just testing a screen setting function that I put in a test. And my next step basically is to get this running with some OpenGL context. Now, the thing about this is it's really up to the developer. Maybe the developer wants to just stay in a flat 2D and doesn't want to use OpenGL. And I want to give that option. So I want there to be quite a bit of versatility in this whole graphics and game object class. So that's basically what I'm working on next, and focusing on now that the windowing system seems to be good and starting and stopping the engine seems to be fine. And overall, these functions seem to work. I'll have to test more as we get further and see if there are better ways of doing it. But let me know what you guys think below. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Matt, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Keep coding.